let me see if I got this right. So we got Sai on guitar, Liam on bass, Matthias on drums, Regina vocals and guitar. So you guys have just released 2 singles.
So some of us have, are not from New Zealand. Well, we live in New Zealand, but we feel home in multiple countries, which is a bit, sometimes a little bit. You feel like you're in between. But then when you really think about it, like it's not about where you live, but it's really with who you're surrounded with. So that's what 2 homes means, basically. Well, yeah, it's kind of like when you grow up, right? People say as a child you can be whatever you want to be, and you can whoever you want to be. But when you really grow up, in your 20s, and then all of a sudden reality kicks in, and you just, I actually can be an astronaut, or I can be,
More prisoner.
And pursuing your dreams. And this song really tries to encourage people to, trying to create a pathway to actually go for the things that you really want. It can be even the smallest thing, right? It can, we talk about learning the drums when you're, just in your early 50s or something. It can be something really cool like that. Just don't hold back on it, but try to go for it.
But also be realistic.
Yeah, realistic. Yeah, I think it's kind of the mix of it, right?
Dreams don't pay the bills.
Yeah.
You'll be somewhere in between.
But it doesn't mean you can't do it.
Dreams.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't do it, right? Yeah.
Nice one. So it was Troy Kelly recorded and produced and mixed and did everything for that for you?
Did a lot, yeah.
How come you chose Troy?
Well, we tried a few different places, and we just kind of got a good vibe from him. Yeah, so and also when we listened to some of the stuff that he'd recorded, it was good quality.
No.
Yeah, and I think what I liked about him as well is because we were looking for someone who could help us further develop the songs. So he came out in our rehearsal room for quite a while, listened to our songs, and we improved the songs, and I felt a good connection with him. That's really important when you try to write music together, and that's what I liked about him. He was really into our genre, had awesome ideas about the songs we wanted to record.
Talking of genres, you guys have been described as a modern rock sound, a little bit of funk in there. What is the modern rock sound? Is it just better produced rock and roll with less kind of blues influence, more kind of progressive rock? Is it you guys have dropped D? No?
Yeah, a bit of both, right? Yeah. So Blind by the Sun's drop D, 2 Homes is in standard tuning.
So what do you guys think modern rock is? When people say, oh, they're a modern rock band, it's like, well, they're alive today, so are they? What's not modern rock? So do you guys? What is the genre?
That's a deep question, eh?
It's a tough one. I think I always find it hard to describe what our sound is. But yeah, I sort of think we are around today. There's rock music around that's probably similar in style to us.
There is a bit of blues in the 2 Homes one, right? There's definitely a bit of blues in there.
Yeah. I always also find it hard when people ask about the genre, and I always say rock or hard rock, just get rid of the question.
Yeah.
But the great thing what I see is I really like it when you say, I hear a touch of funk, we get that thing, and know specifically that's something size preference that it comes all together, and the blues probably comes more from Regina and myself, and the more hard rock type, sometimes more 90s rock comes from Liam, and I find it's just a great palette of 4 different people who come from 4 different backgrounds and 4 different, I think, music styles they like, although it's all probably the umbrella is rock.
Yeah, for sure.
But it somehow mixes and it comes together in those songs.
So what would be your dream opening slot, like you opening for an international band? Because like you want it to you don't want it to be a clash.
Royal Blood would be good.
Royal Blood,
yeah. I think that would be pretty cool.
Do that. Yeah.
We opened for Dead Favours a couple of years ago, and they opened for Royal Blood. So
yeah.
It's just that next step.
Yeah. Dead Favours are like good time rock and roll sort of. But have you guys covered a song as a band?
We've covered a few. We've actually covered Royal Blood song.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Lights Out. Yeah.
Oh right,
we
nice.
used to do that. That was one of the ones that we used to do.
Jet,
a couple of Jet songs.
Oh yeah. So if you were to do one that outside of whatever your genre is, what would it be, and how would you change it? Something that's not modern rock, something that's not even rock and roll.
I have covered songs like No Diggity and stuff.
Oh, right.
Really
Bluesy blues.
change it all the way, actually turn into rock. I like the one, what's the name of it again? That we changed it into rock.
Come Together?
Yeah, Come
Beatles.
Together.
Oh, nice.
Beatles
Yeah,
song.
yeah, yeah.
Real hard rock version
Really,
of that.
yeah,
And
really
just-
hard rock. I
yeah.
like that. I like to change covers. Like I don't like to play the original because that's already so good. You can never.
You
play
can't
it.
improve on it.
You can't. No, you can't improve. So you might as well change it. So I really enjoy really changing the whole genre of that kind of thing.
So I usually ask the bands, like if this was sort of a COVID question, like if somebody in the band got COVID, they couldn't play, but you could magically get someone living or dead to replace them, and they'd know all the riffs or all the words, and it would be fine. You could get anyone magically. Who would you who would you get to replace, say, Liam? Like,
Nobody knows Best Bay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't.
Well, the Royal Blood singer, he plays a bass guitar. But it's,
Yeah.
Oh, true.
yeah.
And I would definitely, probably a Royal Blood singer, but someone who sort of has that funk groove that
A
can
little
slap
funk.
the bass a little bit, like you do every now and then. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's like.
Is Flea too funky to take his place?
Probably too
prob-
funky, maybe.
And I would definitely replace, if he's got COVID, Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page. Okay, yeah. Okay, you've answered
No
the side
doubt.
question. Yeah. Who would replace Matthias?
Bonham.
John Bonham.
Definitely.
You guys are just gonna be Led Zeppelin.
It's basically Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin.
And what about Regina? What would you guys do? Amy Lee from Evervest.
Oh yeah, Amy Lee.
She could do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I would
Maybe
do
someone with a bit
Beth
more-
Hart.
True.
Oh yeah.
Beth
Okay.
Hart for sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
she can take my place.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Just for one gig.
melodic, but still that rough edge which you have as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Or what's it? Is it Nancy Wilson from Heart?
From Heart. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nice vocals. Yeah. How do you guys write songs? Like, how does it come together? Because you've talked about like how to mix a nice palette of all your different influences. How does a song come into being?
And usually it starts a bit with either Sai with a cool riff on guitar, and he puts some drums on it, on the computer as well. And then I always write the lyrics, or I come up with something like just a guitar and some lyrics, some melodies usually, and then the rest fills in. So when we come into the rehearsal room, we kind of play it to each other, and then we just start a jam. And usually Sai records it, so we can already hear it before we come into the rehearsal room. So I can, for example, already do something at home, and then we bring it together, and then these two fill in. Kind of.
Right.
Yeah. Is that correct? Is that
Pull it apart
Yeah.
and put it back together again.
Yeah.
Like Two Homes, for example, was you had this sort of demo, but it was a lot slower tempo and much more of a bluesy vibe, and sort of made it more of a kind of rock.
It was only
rock
guitar,
vibe.
basically. Yeah, we actually, before we started the recording with Troy, we listened back to the first original one.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, wow.
quite funny. It's really different, but actually we changed the song because of it. In
true.
a different
We changed the key. Yeah.
key.
When we were in the studio, we changed the key.
Where Blinded
Mm.
Blinded by the Sun is more Sai's guitar riff that initially started with.
Yeah.
And like our sort of shared file drive is full of IDs. I think we're ID 600 or something.
Yeah.
But then when we write a song, it's based on one ID, and then sometimes I think, it doesn't work, and we let it rest for a while. But then suddenly we pick another ID from that file, someone digs it up from somewhere, and then the song starts to feel like something. And
It's like leftovers. It's like, this wasn't so good with this meal, but
Yeah.
and then it goes super
Some hot
fast.
sauce on it.
It's like pasta, leave it for a day, it's better the next day.
What's an instrument that you guys, that's not a guitar, drums, or vocals, that you would consider having in your recording?
So on one of our previous recordings from our EP, one of the songs 45 on there, we have violin and cello on there, and also some keyboard. And there's some keyboard on
Two Home.
Oh,
no,
right.
Blinded by the Sun.
Oh, true. Yeah, an
Yeah.
organ.
Is it?
isn't
Oh.
There's an organ on
An organ
there.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
blind. But yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. So what's next for you guys?
Big gig on the 17th.
Big gig. yeah.
And then we're off to Napier later this month.
Oh, nice.
Playing a gig up there. At,
Cabana or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cabana.
nice.
We've played Paisley Stage before, but yeah, we're going to Cabana this time.
Paisley Stage got awesome sound there. It's just
Oh,
so
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's the best.
I like Cabana
That and
too.
Lovelands, I think, are the best two
Yeah.
sounding stages. Yeah.
Alphahala here in Wellington is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, but the toilets.
And then,
For me, no problem.
It's like